generation, I was waiting to shine. My father taught me don't be soft, so now I'm taking what's mine. I define myself as ambitious, young, black, and gifted. Master P, my masterpiece, that mean I don't got no limits. Bout it, I doubt it. My homies know you ain't right it. We break you down like a pound, I got it, don't pound us around.
All right, much appreciated, Coach, as we welcome all of you to our exclusive coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the New York Giants and the New Orleans Saints. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
Ready. Hey, come on. Check back 47. Let's set a tone, fellas. Let's set a tone.
On first down, Love flushed out right, and his first pass is incomplete.
Yeah, good game catching the ball in the backfield a week ago, and they're going to try and involve him in that way in this game as well. But you can tell scouting is taking over. They're making it a little bit more difficult.
Defensively, they told us, hey, we've got to take him out of the passing game, limit it to just short runs, because he can really impact this offense. Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. Now a man open down the middle of the field. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3. From the gun, Love. And he's got his tight end, that's Smith. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. 7 yards on the quick slant and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. The Saints first down there on a gain of 11.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll, in fact, tackle him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. Traquan Smith, the intended receiver. But now it'll be 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Mike's 47. Mike's 47.
Operating from the gun. Love. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. B.J. Hill in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And it'll be Giant football 1st and 10. Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 at their own 23.
Hey, rock it.
The first carry for the former Nittany Lion. This is Saquon Barkley. It's a gain of 11 and a giant first down. With that last effort, he topples the 5,000-yard mark for his career.
And that doesn't place you among the absolute greats that have ever played the game, but it's a significant achievement and a very, very solid career.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Hey, Foxtrot, Foxtrot.
56. Mike's 56. Like the run. 56 is Mike. 56 is the Mike.
Now Jones. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14. Throwing Jones. It's hauled in by Brandon Cooks. 17 yards and a giant first down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Go now, 50, plant.
Rip block. Hey, switch gears.
Chopper. Hey, shoot.
Jones now on 1st down. Finding Sterling Shepard for his first catch. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
What you got?
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or
better against man because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
So 2nd and inches after that first down completion went just shy of the marker. Now Saquon Barkley, and the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Look at me, zipper.
On 1st and 10, Jones. He gets it to Cooks. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Brandon Cooks scoring a touchdown against his former mates as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Hauschka adds the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And to be frank, they're just in a tough spot. It's only November, already eliminated from playoff contention. I know their fan base doesn't want to hear that, but that's the case. What are they fighting for now going forward?
You know exactly what they're fighting for. Is that word that some people don't want to hear, but it's pride.
Draft. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I was going to go draft, but pride's better, right?
You know something? You're right, because that's part of it, but that's two different mindsets. That's front office mindset, draft position, where are we going to be and what do we need to get? And then the players and the coaching staff right now, pride. Can they win some games? And feel better about themselves despite the fact they have no shot at the playoffs.
First and 10 at the 29-yard line.
On the ready. Mike, 54 is Mike. Check, watch 54, watch 54.
On first down, Slade. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. 2nd and 9 now. Open man is Ross, complete. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. After 7-0 on EA Sports.
Here we go.
They'll run on first down. Slade, and he's going to get this past the 50 and into Giant territory. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
Looking to throw on second down. Love. And, boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble. And that was DeAndre Baker that time who was able to break that one up. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass.
47 is the mic. 47 is the mic.
Looking to throw. Love. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 34-yard line.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
On first down, Slade. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
On second down, Slade. And he'll take this forward for 2, maybe 3. But we do have a flag down, and they're already marching backward. They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold.
Here we go, D. Here I come again. Here I come again. 47's the mic, boy. 47. Check, 47.
Back to throw. Love. Throw left side complete. It's Lamb. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 14.
First and 10 at the 14-yard line.
They'll run on first down. Slade. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends.
Watch the run, watch the run.
Looking to throw. Love. He's got the lane, and there he goes. He's at the 50. He's at the 40. Past the 20. 10, 5, and he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Giants touchdown. I don't know who all is to blame there, but I love seeing pick 6s.
Nothing like seeing someone pluck it out of the air and go the other way and see people try to change directions. Hard to do.
Hauschka with the extra point, and it's now 14-0.
Next to score, Giants
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything, at least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. The throw over the middle, taken in. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. A gain there of 21 yards. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables. Otherwise, they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
Right now in the second quarter on the defensive side, they got to feel pretty good about what they're doing.
They should embrace the feeling they have now, embrace the way that they're playing, and continue that through the half. I know defensive coordinators, sometimes they overthink it.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Alec Ogletree. And he'll take it across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. That's sort of a second quarter to forget for him. Now 2 picks in this frame.
Almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a second one as a result.
Compounds the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be able to forget, compartmentalize, whatever you want to call it, and move on. He hasn't been able to do so here in the second.
2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats. It's rush coming, and he's taken down.
Well, maybe that can give him a little bit of a pick-me-up, a little bit of a jolt. One of the few things that's gone right defensively.
Because other than that, it's really been a first half to forget.
Got it. 56. Mike's 56. I'm trying to collect. Hey. Smooth. 56 Mike. Ready?
Jones throwing on 3rd and long. And he's going to go down again.
I don't know about you, but if I'm the offensive line coach right now, I'm having an absolute fit. This team that they're going against has 3 sacks, yet they rank dead last in the league in sacks coming into this game.
Maybe overlooked them a little bit?
Could be. I don't know if it's the scheme. I don't know if they've just gotten fortunate along the way. I have no real great answer for it, but we're seeing something you don't often see.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive, but at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer, and make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. To throw again. Love. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Giants touchdown.
Partner, what we just saw, that's a great example of a team that was really amped up. They've been playing so well, yet they didn't get overexcited and have a bust on defense and gave up a big play. Instead, they created their own big play with a pick 6. This one may be over.
Yeah, it's just the first half, but that lead has swelled to the point where you're wondering if it is over already. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Well, look at the clock here. You're inside of a minute. First half hasn't gone that well for you. How are you going to play this drive?
Well, I've been told by my coaches previously that the intelligent approach, go ahead and run out the clock and start over. Don't make any more mistakes. But there's also something to understanding that you got this last drive here. You get the ball to start the second half. Try and go 2 for 1 here. Get some points now and come out of the locker room and get more points again and get your momentum really built up.
2nd and 11. Going deep downfield for Ross. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down. Throwing the football, he's not as sharp as he was last week when he was over 70%. Right now, he's under 50%.
Well, that comes from extra game film, extra time. You know those guys watched him all week, saw how precise he was, and constructed a defense to try and chip away at that. And thus far, they've been successful.
Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a 1st down. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. This quarterback now just 8 of 16 thus far, 50%, but it's 1st and 10. Now a give, right side. Slade, and he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. From the gun, Love. Trying to lay one up deep. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Giants touchdown. That pick 6 extending this lead even further. And boy, it's been a while since I've seen a team struggle this badly in the first half.
I think all they want to do is get to the locker room, try and regroup, and come out to start the 3rd quarter. But if things don't improve fast then, I think the backups get a lot of play in the second half.
Hauschka adds the extra point. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. Second half ready to get rolling. The Giants with a lead, and they are set to receive this kick. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively.
Watch the slant. Watch the slant.
They'll run it again with Barkley. He's got a first down past the 30. He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That one good for 33 and a first.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. A first down carry for Barkley. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
On second down, here's Barkley. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustments, what they talked about, maybe it was just a little inspirational speech. Who knows?
Blitz coming, and down he goes.
To me, the defense was looking a little gassed near the end of the first half, but they've come out of the locker room with a little extra spring in their step. Wonder what they did at halftime to get them so motivated.
I don't know, but that sack looked good. Now let's see if they can build on the momentum of that play. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
Throwing to start the drive. Love.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. Back to throw. Love. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And fourth down now coming up. Another drive comes and goes, still nothing on the scoreboard.
Yeah, and when the second half comes, you know, it's real easy to get discouraged and wonder if you're ever going to get things started. You just got to fight through it. Got to keep pounding away.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on fourth. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. A surprising move to go for it. And predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And now, goodness, possession's going to go over right at the 10-yard line.
I'm here all day. Alert 3, alert 3.
They'll try and get this run game going. This is Barkley. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Saquon Barkley hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season as his guys continue to pour it on. Hauschka with the extra point, and that will extend this big lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll probably wish he'd reconsidered here. It will cost him 10 yards as he's down at the 15.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Watch QB draw. Watch QB draw.
Throwing on first down. Love looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Lamb. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19.
First down. First and 10 at the 33-yard line.
This quarterback now, 5 straight completions here in this second half. First and 10. Now a give, right side. Slade. And he'll get this up to about the 40. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
Dancing to his left. And now he's going to use his legs. And I know it's an emotional game, Charles. You can't do that.
And when you get into your film sessions and you argue your case with your coaches, that's exactly what they say at the end. You just can't do it. It costs your team.
So the drive takes them into Giants territory now. 1st and 10 at the 41. They try and run on first down, but this one going to lose a couple yards as they get him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. To throw on 2nd down, Love. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down.
A gain of only a yard. It's 4th down.
On 4th down, Love escaping the pressure right. He may try and run for this. The Saints' decision to go for it backfires. And the Giants are going to get the football back. So they've gone for it twice now on 4th down of this game, and both times unsuccessful.
I wish we could hear the headsets now between the head coach and the offensive coordinator. Now that they're 0 for 2, if they get into a third situation, head coach might say, hey, you got anything for this one? Might get radio silence back.
That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
I have zero rooting interest in either team in this game. I only want a good game. But with all the offense we've seen from them tonight, it's kind of nice to see the defense step up and make a big play.
Yeah, I was wondering if they were ever going to get him in the backfield. Nice to see him get a stop. He's got a 1st down and then some at midfield. He's at the 30, the 20. And he's all the way down to the 6-yard line. And he's going to take this all the way down to the Saints' 6-yard line. So he nearly took it the distance, gets him down inside the 10 for a 1st and goal.
I'd love to be in his head right now, because is he rewarding himself for a great run, or is he kicking himself because he didn't get all the way to the goal line?
Ready? 18 Gators. Mike's 56. You can't block me. You can't block me. You can't block me.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They'll keep it on the ground. Mitchell, and he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
Let's go. Ready, ready.
And they'll indeed take a knee. Field goal forthcoming for Stephen Hauschka from the left hash. A chip shot here. And the 13-year man puts it through. And they're well on their way now as the lead grows even larger. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right, I'm being facetious here, but you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
10 yards, good for his Saints, first down. They run again on first down, Chubb. And he works his way forward for a couple up past the 30.
Definitely too early to panic, but that is his fourth carry of the game, and collectively has a total 10 yards. So maybe there's no panic, but maybe some concern.
Yeah, and maybe a little concern up front because they're not giving him any space right now. And he'll be tackled at about the 35.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
He'll buy some time right. He can run for it, and he will. So no sack. He gets back to the line of scrimmage, but it'll still bring up a fourth down. A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on fourth down. And he will not even make it back to the line of scrimmage. Nick Chubb stops short. And the Giants are going to take over in great field position. From the 34 now, here's first and 10.
It's a party now. Look, get it.
They'll try a little trickery here on the end around. They find some open field here. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. Well, they'll take that every time with a lead. First down, fourth quarter, getting 8 yards. You love that.
They will take it, and you have to ask the defensive guys, why did you give it? I mean, you know the situation. You're down, have to stop them, have to get the football back, but 8 yards on first down puts them back on their heels.
On second down now, Barkley. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. Give them a loss of 6 yards, and it brings up third down. The Giants on third down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 8.
36.
Again, it's Barkley. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. The defense stiffens to force fourth down following that first down gain of 8. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. They've got a fourth down here in a game that looks to have been decided already. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And that will just add 3 more to a lead that's already out of hand. The bottom line, tremendous starting field position, really squandered there as they wind up going backwards and then come up with just 3.
Well, getting the 3 turned out to be important. I can imagine the head coach when he ordered the field goal. Please salvage something out of this drive. That was not fun to watch.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling again.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
And again, it's Chubb. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a third down. On third down, it's Nick Chubb. And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the first down at the 29. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's fourth down.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
On fourth down, Love. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he will have a first down as they get into the ground at the 37. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on fourth. So a victory here for the men in blue, the New York Giants. And I tell you what, Charles, this might be about as good as it gets. They were incredible.
Yeah, offense was in fine form. The defense threw the shutout at them. I think they worked in concert together. What I like about the offense was they held the ball pretty well. You know, time of possession, exactly what they were looking for in this one. And that helped out their defense. Didn't have to be out there the entire time. So when you do that and you're out there fresh playing, off a little extra spring in your step, and it showed up in this one.
They had a ton of spring in their step. Impressive victory. So for the Giants, it's a win that might keep them alive in the playoff race as they're back to 500 at 5-5. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for New Orleans, add another loss to the pile as they drop to 2-8 now on the year. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.